Welcome everybody, welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. May put this on other channels as well, like Telegram and so on, but how you all doing? It's a great day. Funny enough, I was in the Virgin de la Peña Plaza this morning, and I was just sat down, and it all of a sudden came over me, and then I went down to the office with the girls, and we all said the same thing. We all feel pretty amazing. And I said, like normally you have like a little ache or a little something, or you feel a little bit down, or you feel a little bit energetically lost of any energy. There's just something missing all the time. And I just said, be honest, how do you feel? And they went, my stomach's great, I feel great, yeah, everything's fine. I'm going, but that's amazing, no? Don't you think? And they went, yeah, never thought about it. And I said, exactly. I was the same. I was in the plaza and I was sat there thinking, this has been like 3 or 4, nearly 5 days that I felt really well. Not just on that level, and that level is powerful in itself, but the level of emotion, calmness, in the craziness, in the madness of the world. Actually, everything is okay. Like normally I get a bit upset because somebody sat next to me and they're giving off this negative energy. No, it's okay. Just move away, and something's happened. Have I done anything different? Only one thing. Only one thing. I use my oils every day. I cleanse myself every day. And generally I keep myself fairly balanced, but this is a different level. It's another level. It's something else. And then I realized it's the detox juice. It's the detox medicine. So yes, we can cleanse our outer energy field with sage. Yes, we can use oils. Yes, we use crystals, but internally we need that medicine that Mother Earth gave us to balance the whole body, mind and spirit, physically, now, emotionally, oils, crystals, incense. And it's like, it's good. It's actually a really good feeling. One I've never felt. I've got to be honest, I've felt good in my life, but this is different. This is another level. I've drunk teas all my life, but there is something in this. There is. Now, I'm not saying it's going to change your life, but everybody who's touched it thus far, everybody who's taken it, I'm like, wow, this is bloody brilliant. I mean, I take some for a lady who's done something that she wished she hadn't done, and one of the things she said, and she didn't realise she said it, is, I never get ill. I can't believe it, I'm ill. I'm always getting ill at the moment. Shut up, Mark, don't say anything. But we created a tea. We created I'm going to tell you something now. Come here, let me tell you this. Okay, so in these years that I've been working, every single part of the moment you connect with spirit, they give us signs when you are in this field of work, meaning that when you are on your spiritual path and you're ready to, and this is really what I'd like to do. What happens is, my sister was clever once. She's clever anyway. She's an amazing woman. But she once said, I said, how come you see my mum and I don't? And she said, you know what, my darling brother, the reason why you don't see her is because she knows that it would frighten you and scare you. I was only young. I was about 13, 14. She used to tell me she either dreamt about my mum or she saw my mum, physically saw her. My sister's very interesting, by the way. And when she said that, I said to myself, I asked myself, what would you do if you saw your mum appear? I'd absolutely crap myself and run, and I'd be shaking, and it wouldn't probably be a good feeling. So she was right. She was right. Now I'm listen, it's hard to I know I'm going off on one here, but it's hard to really be truthful with yourself. And actually, a point of fact, then when you say, oh, I'm not frightened of death, if death came to your door, I think maybe you might be a little bit frightened. It's easy to say it. You know what I'm saying? So we sometimes say, oh yeah, I can do that. Or, oh yeah, that wouldn't bother me. But in truth, if we really asked ourselves deep inside without any ego or anything, would it have? Yes. So where I'm going with this, it's important. So as I started doing this work, I said to my first mentor, Sandra, I don't want to see ghosts. And she said, well, let's go to a haunted place. I don't want to go to haunted places. I don't want to see ghosts. I don't want to do what you do. I want to help people. I don't want to, and then I started getting into helping spirit trapped in between two worlds. And I didn't even want that. But eventually it ended up being that was biggest part of my job. So it was like, spirit only gives us what we can cope with. There is some truth in that. Not always, but there is some truth in it. So I was doing pure energy healing Facebook Live sessions. I did a few, 1 or 2, I don't know how many, and I was doing it for people who were crying every day, who were depressed, who were sad, who were pushed and coerced into putting toxins into their body. And I was literally getting 50 to 100 messages every day. And I just literally couldn't cope. It was affecting me, both mind, body and spirit. I just couldn't cope knowing, I even had somebody outside here with a young child saying, my child's in pain. She's had something that I shouldn't have done to her. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't help. And there was nothing worse than walking back into here and them outside there. And I thought, I'm really messed up here because I can't cope with it. And I stopped my healing work a long time ago. Don't do it anymore. Don't do hands-on healing. So please, please don't do this to me. It's not my work. There's thousands of healers out there who would love to help. So please don't come to me. There's thousands of them. So, but then I thought, well, if I do this, and it might work, it might not work. I did a healing session and people then coming back to me saying, I feel better, Mark. And I'm going, okay, then I'll do it next week. So I did another healing session. People were saying, oh my God, I fell asleep for the first time. I feel better. Mark, please, this is really good. Okay, brilliant. Anyway, I was doing that. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to do a pure energy healing online. So it's a closed thing, so nobody's listening, only the people who are online. And it was a tenner, it was £10 to join. And I said, what I'm going to do for the first time is I'm going to do a reading. So I'm going to read about what's going on, and is there any information that spirit might be able to give us in the cards. So I did. So there was, I don't know, 100 of us, something like that. Might have been, I don't know. There might have been 100 of us, something like that. And the money I got from that, I basically did like a 95 crystal giveaway to children. That's what paid for all the crystals. Well, it didn't pay for the crystals, of course, but it helped pay for the sending off of the crystals. Anyway, shut up, Mark. So I start the session, and the session it was a closed circle on Zoom, and everybody was listening. So, and they can verify this. I don't lie about stuff. I don't exaggerate. I just tell you what it is. I started doing this reading, and in my mind, I closed my eyes, you see, at one point. As I turned the cards over, I looked, and then I closed my eyes. That's what I normally do. And then I look for snippets of information. So for me, spirit doesn't come next to me and start saying, hey, Mark, do this. It gives me like parts of a jigsaw that I'm trying to put together. So I saw sage burning. So I could see sage burning, but I thought, well, I'm trying to But they already know about this. Everybody knows about the sage burning. And then something came along that I didn't think about because I couldn't understand it and I didn't say it, which was a rabbit eating something. And now I know what it was. And then there was this weird thing that, and I think I might have said dandelion. I'm not sure. I can't remember. You guys will know. This is why I'm rubbish at remembering stuff like that. Anyway, so I do know that this weird thing happened where a horse with long hair came along. And I'm saying I'm seeing a horse's head, right? So I know what the hell this is all about. So, and I also saw like long roots. And at that point, as I saw the roots, I was drinking as a child, as about 12, 13, I was drinking a bottle of black pop, and it was in my hands, and it was Ben Shaw's. I saw Ben Shaw's, and I'm holding it, drinking it, and I thought, it's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm telling people what I'm seeing, not everything, but certain things, because we're trying to find a way that helps cleanse and clear people from spikes and other things, that they've done. And also there was a lot of people wanting to know how they can protect themselves from those people who have had things happen to them, or they've done something that they may have regretted, or done something that they felt they needed to do and they're confident that it was the right thing to do, but then they were feeling headaches, nausea, sickness, nosebleeds, all sorts of things happening to them around these people. So this is why I did this message, because I could just say what I wanted to say. Anyway, to cut a long story short, afterwards, I never even thought anything about it, but afterwards, I don't know how long, a day or 2 days later, one of the beautiful pure energy healers who actually was on that live Zoom said, hey, Mark, he'd looked into it and found that there was actually a herb from Mother Earth, and it's called, one of the names, it's got many names, Horsetail. And I'm like excited as I do, and it springs back to memory as many times that as a psychic reader, when I used to read for people, like one of the first things that ever happened was I saw a bottle of milk and a beautiful Scottish thistle. And this person was sat there, and I said, I don't know what it is, but you're deficient. There's something in your body that you're not taking. And I'm looking at a bottle of milk, and I'm looking at a Scottish thistle. Anyway, she went away, and a few days later she came back. She says, you're not going to believe this, Mark. And I said, what? She says, I went to a health place, and they jabbed my finger. And when they jab my finger, you take a bit of blood, and it's a special machine. Guess what I'm deficient of? I said, I don't know. I can't remember what I said. She said, you said you saw a bottle of milk and a Scottish thistle. Guess what I've just been recommended to take by this alternative health practitioner who's amazing. I said, what? Milk thistle. I like, the hairs on my neck, all up my arm just went woof. And I'm going, okay, now I get it. Now I understand how spirit speaks through to me. So going back to the bottle I was drinking, and it was black. There's only one bottle that you drink. No, there's two. One's called Coca-Cola, and it sure ain't that. And the other one's called Dandelion and Burdock. Can you imagine? So when this beautiful Andy said to me that, I jumped into the car, drove down, went to the local organic place and said, have you heard of this? Yes, we have. Where can I get it from? It's not easy to get. You're going to have to go and find it and make some phone calls. We can't help you. So I went on a mission. And on that mission, I ended up finding a new, surprise, surprise, a brand new little company, which is all ethical, all organic, all vegan, all healthy, non-GMO, non-toxins, non-pesticides, non-anything, all wild and natural. And I'm going, you guys are bloody amazing. I got the staff to ring. We started the conversation. Yes, we've got Horsetail. So I ended up finding all of what I needed. And at that point, I thought, okay, I'm just going to just do it. I'm just going to invest our profits. So I did. I said, this is a new company. They're a lovely company. I can feel it. And I'm going to do two things here. Even if the teas don't work or sell, I'm going to support a company that is organic and that wants to bring health into this world. It's a win-win situation. I don't care. Even if I drink the teas myself or give them away one day, I don't care. I just thought, this I need to do. Now that's the helping hand of spirit. So I ordered, you might think this might not be a lot, but I ordered 80, 16, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Good job I've got these fingers. 32, 320 kilos. 320 kilos. So when I'll just let me grab one. I'll just... So they come like this, and they come in a box, a big box. And I, like, basically there was a truck that came. So I got no fear. I'm just excited. I just, but if you build it, they will come. Like, I get that feeling. I keep getting this feeling. Keep doing it. This is perfect. This is all going right. Everything's running smoothly. There's no problems here. You're finding the source. You're finding this out. You're finding that out. You're learning this. You're understanding this. So now comes the part that, okay, what do I do with this? So at first, I thought, this is the head kicking in. I'm going to do a bag of this, a bag of that, and you can buy all of the bags. So that was in my head. I had no thought at all about anything else until I got in this room. And I thought, before I start anything, sit down, close your eyes, and channel or listen, whatever you call it. Channeling is just a stupid word. It's just listening to your higher self and the connection of the universe, of what it wants to teach us. Just like, it was just an intuition feeling. And as I closed my eyes, I could see me playing about with my hands, and I could see myself lifting all of these herbs. And I thought, they don't want me to separate them. They want me to put them all together. And like, my heart just went, oh my God. So now they don't have to spend all that money on one of each of everything. It makes sense. Why did I think of it? But that's me. So I set to work. So I've got a wooden bowl now, a big wooden bowl. But at the time I had one of the boxes and cleaned it all out. It was all clean anyway, but I just got it all ready and I started. So please help. So I went with the flow. I got the first one, put some out, bought the second one, put it out, third one, put it out, fourth one, put it out on top of each other, layer, till I get to the top. Okay, I saw myself doing this with my hands for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. But at the same time, you're putting love in and healing. Actually, I was feeling bloody ace. I was feeling high as a kite. I don't know whether it was the dust or whether it was just the feeling of this is right and I'm following my intuition and spirit is happy with me. I don't know, but it felt like a bloody healing session. So I've been doing it every night ever since. I actually haven't stopped every night. And like 2 o'clock last night at it, 2 o'clock the night before, all the way through the day, I'm just doing it. It's incredible. So when I'd finished doing that, I did a bit of pure energy healing on it. When I finished when I felt that was right, then I started bagging it. So I started first bagging it in this. Great, eh? And then I went and I thought I'd like some other bags. So I went and to this company and I said, have you got any? We've just got some in. I said, what have you got? We've got some of these. I said, that's just what I want. It's perfect. How many you got? Oh, we've got a lot. I said, that's exactly what I want. So how many do you want? I said, what you've got. They went, really? Really? All of them? So I filled my truck up and I'm coming back with all of these. So anyway, so after I've done all that and done the singing bowl and done a bit of healing, I then put them in these and then get the singing bowl again, put them in the singing bowl, 30 seconds to about a minute, and then hold the bag. And literally, each time I do one mix of pure energy healing singing bowl, it takes about an hour and a half, I've worked out, about an hour and a half. And it's a labor of love, but it's beautiful. And I've been doing it for, like I said, since I got it. I've been bagging them. So I've been excited. I've given a lot away because I just wanted to know, is it real? I don't know. It's just my head. I know, but they're probably disappointed in me when I think this, but I'm kind of still that person that is still always a little bit unsure, and I need confirmation like we all do. I know I shouldn't, but we're all the same. We need a bit of confirmation. Is it because I don't want to find that it doesn't work? Anyway, everybody who's had it thus far, it's like, this is amazing. It's just like the oils. It's like when somebody gets it, this is amazing. So, I bought this crystal off your Mark. Oh my God, I feel I've never felt like this. It's the same energy. So you can put pure energy healing into herbs, into food. Don't ever forget that, as well as your water. Anyway, so dandelion, as I did the studying on it, because I like to look at it and ask the girls to study it, and ask all my friends, just have a look. Brilliant. Sage, no problem. Perfect. Always good, inside and out. A root of burdock, again, it's okay. There's fun, but there was just one thing out of all of them, and that was what I'd ask you to double check and look into. And that is the horsetail. Now, there's a lot of amazing stuff in there. Silicon, which is great for your hair. I need it. But there's other things in there that, because it's a powerful, apparently. I didn't realize it's powerful. It's powerful! It's been used for centuries. It's been used all over the world. It comes from every part of the world. Ours, obviously, is from here, so it's Europe. But it's been used as the Native Americans used it for many things. They ground it down and turned it into like a sandpaper, but it was used for many different... I can't say what it is because this video will get taken off. I can't tell you what I'd really like to tell you because they'll censor it. I can't say the word Healing now. Did you know? They're censoring that word completely. So if I say that word, it's finished. I can't use it as tags, can't say it because they're going to censor it and nobody will see anything on here at all about it, or very few. This is how bad it's got. They don't want true to take place. So the only thing I would suggest is before you buy it, look into it, horsetail, and maybe have a word with somebody who is experienced, okay? And look into it and find out. For one thing, it says, please don't drink it when you're pregnant. Please don't drink it if you've got issues with, there's a few different ones. Maybe you should just look at my description. And err on the side of caution, okay? Just err on the side of caution and ask your maybe GP or ask a local practitioner in herbs and see what they say. But everybody the star. Yes, brilliant. I would suggest one thing. I would suggest not to take it as a daily tea every day. I would suggest that the best way to take this, because of its content and how powerful it is and how strong it is to take it for no more than 7 to 10 days. And then after that, have a break. And then when you feel a pull to it, go to it again. And then take it for 3 to 10 days. That's my suggestion. That's how I'm doing it. So it's been about 7 to 10 days. I have now stopped drinking it. And like I said to you this morning, I said to the girls, isn't it amazing how we feel? It's unexplainable. You can only feel it. And it was like, I feel my senses heightened more than ever. I feel amazing. I feel strong. I feel physically 100%. That is the honest to God's truth. I feel 100%. And I haven't said that for a while, especially in this madness and what's going on and what's happening with people and what they're kicking off. I literally feel 100%. Yeah, I can say it with my hand on my heart. 100%. So they say the proof is in the pudding. So it's out now. It's there on Bajerski.com. I'm not selling it anywhere else, just on my website. I would really appreciate your honesty and truth if you do decide to take it. Let me tell you now, I launched it this morning and put it out on 3 platforms. The girls have just said, I cannot believe how many people are buying it. It's flying out. I will not stop working on this because I enjoy working on it, and I will keep bagging them up. If it runs out, it will only run out for maybe a day or 2 because I have to then like I said, if it's run out, it's run out, and then the following day I will then take it back down because I'll have worked on however many I've worked on that night, depending on how many hours I put into it. And then I'll take them back down, and then we send the message, and then the people in the backboard will then put 10 or 20 or 30 available or 40 available, whatever I've done that night. So if it runs out, don't think I've run out, because I haven't. It's just that I don't want anybody else to work with it, because I just want to be able to do this and it feels right to me. Just like my crystals and my oils, I just like to work with it, and that's it. So I can only do so much, and depending on if there's a problem and I have to do something else at work, or if I have to work on some more crystals like I do right now, so there's only so many I can do in the day. So don't ever panic and think, oh, I wanted some. Just go onto the website the following day, and I'm sure within 1 or 2 days it'll be back up again. And I promise to keep adding all the time. So that's it. Come on, yes! And if it works like it did down at D Central, and the girls are all drinking it, all the staff, the cooks, the servers, everybody, and the boss. The boss says, I want some. I'm doing a retreat. I need some. And I went, okay, I'm going to bring some. How much do I owe you? You owe me nothing. Just take it. It's a gift. I don't want you to sell it. I want you to give it, and that's it. I says, but I don't want to sell it. Only on my website. And she was cool with that. So I gave her a few bags, and she's taken it to a retreat because, I mean, she was blown away by it, and all the staff are. So everybody who's had a drink thus far has really said amazing things thus far. And I truly hope you feel the benefit too. The love and the effort and the connection to the spirit world that I believe is a beautiful partnership is as much as I believe I can do. And I hope it makes a difference in your life. I really do. They are wonderful teas, and I would honestly say, if you can't afford these teas, go out to your local store and ask them for them 3-4 teas. Get little bags of them and mix them all together when you're happy, only when you're happy and feeling good. And then put them in a singing bowl, or just send good energy to them and then drink it. and I'm sure it'll be equally as good. Mix them part for part, equal for equal parts. That's how I do it. So there you go. You've got my secret, which is never a secret anyway, because it was given from spirit, so we all deserve it. And maybe you might want to create yours and sell it on the internet. There is 7 billion people in this world, so it's spirit's mix, not mine. So if you decide to sell it and create some money to be able to help other people and help your family, then go and do that as well, with blessings from spirit, for sure. There is enough people out there to sell this all over the world, and we all benefit from it. So go and do it if you feel it's right. Love you all. Have a most amazing day, and may this touch your heart, touch your soul, and touch your physical. Bye, guys. I'm going to do 3 or 4 videos on this because I haven't even spoken about 1% of what this has done to my body, but I will. So get ready for some videos on this tea. Take care. Well, it's medicine.